How you guys doing this morning? Well, today we're going to be still continuing on the trunk lip. I'm doing this radius, so I just cleared out all the rusted out metal so I can actually see the template below, because there's two pieces of metal. There's the actual structural piece, and then there's the top, which is the actual cover, which is the body panel that dips down and then into the gutter. So it's a two-piece cover. So there's two pieces of steel. There's the exterior and then the stronger interior, which is a little thicker. Well, on this side, it's fine. So I'm going to use this as my template, because on this side of the car, it's pretty well rusted out. So I got to cut this out just like I did on the other side, but probably a little farther, so that way I can go and make a second one of these using that side as a template, and then slip it up inside here, and then weld it in. And then I got to build the top piece, which this is at a radius. So I got to build the top piece and then down this way a little, and then do that side, and the trunk lip is done. Did this the other day. This is the last video I posted. There's a link to it in the description, and let's get to it. Got the piece welded in. I just got to cut my welds down, and then I got to cut this piece off right here because it's all rusted out and unlevel. And then I got to cut myself a 1/2-inch strip that's probably about 10-12 inches long, weld it onto there. And then I gotta build my cap, which is gonna meet all the way over to here, and then it'll all blend together like it never happened. Got my piece cut, now I just gotta weld it in. So I'm gonna weld on this outside little radius here, so that way I can radius it when I cut my weld, so that way it kind of has the factory look. Well, I'll bring it back when I weld it in, because I'm gonna start in this corner and work my way up all the way up to here, and then cut it off flush. And then this side's done after I grind it out. Got the piece welded in nicely. It's still hot, gotta grind it down. I left this end long, that way I didn't have to worry about doing the exact math calculations for this radius. So I just got to cut the end off, grind that weld down, cut out this bad piece, the lip here, and then make my top double, which will plane into this, because it's a two-piece top. It has the reinforced bottom with the top. And then I got to do the same to that side, and the trunk lip's done, ready to pull the car off the body. Well, I'm going to get to grinding and then get this templated out. I'll bring it back once I have it fully templated, because I'm going to do the same thing I did with this. Cut out one piece, do flats basically. So I'll do a whole bottom layer, and then I'll make a 1/2-inch strap for the gutter, and then I'll do another top layer, so that way I don't have to worry about trying to bend so many radiuses in this area. I'll just do back welds and then have to grind them out a little to make it all fit. Got the piece fully welded in. Just these spot welds are left to grind out all the way in and in. In the last clip, you saw it was 1, 2, and 3 pieces. So you had the top piece, the riser, and then the lower piece. And then I welded in this piece right here, which on this side, if you look, this side I'm working on right now, so you go from a hard, like the second layer of the frame, and there's no piece in the middle, which is that way from factory, because you have your frame pieces, and then your top piece is what makes that lip, which is on this side. It makes it all flow together. And so I got it all welded in, ground out. Just got to grind these the rest of the way, and then sandblast it. I did the rest right through here off camera, just because it was simpler. So I got this all welded in. Got my bracket back in here on where the transition was, so you cannot tell this side was ever played with, except for if you go right up in here. There's one little spot. I'm not sure if you guys even saw it, but right underneath this high riser, there's a little piece of weld, which if I wanted to, I could grind it down. Probably will, but that'll be a later experience. Got to finish that side. And then my trunk lip is done. Take the car off the frame and get it working on the bottom. Well, see you guys in the next video.